Hardened love when restless mafia king is forced to marry you. This is part 4 of this series. Watch previous parts before if you haven't. Vine sat on the bed, her vision blurred by the tears rolling down her cheeks. Jungkook's cold word echoed in her mind, piercing through her heart. She was alone again, not just in the room but in the world, or at least it felt like it. How could he not see her as his wife? How could he be so distant? She hugged herself, letting the hurt sink deeper. Suddenly, a sharp cramp struck her lower abdomen, and she gasped, clutching her stomach tightly. No, no, she muttered, shaking her head in disbelief. Her mind raced as she tried to make sense of the pain. A flash of realization hit her, and panic took over. She fumbled for her phone on the nightstand, hands trembling as she checked the date. It can't be, she whispered, her voice barely audible. The date confirmed her fear and her heart shrank further. No, no. Vine bolted from the bed, rushing to the washroom to double check. Moment later, she emerged, her face pale, her heart heavy. She did gotten her period. She rummaged through her bag in desperation, searching for but came up empty-handed. In her haste, she did forgotten to pack them, and now she was stuck, panicking at the thought of how to handle the situation. What was she supposed to do? Maybe I can get something there. She thought and went to washroom again, and luckily she got few there. But obviously they weren't enough for her. She must need more of them. After using one of them, she came outside. Sitting back down on the bed, she nervously wrung her hand together, contemplating her next move. There was no way she could ask Jungkook for the help with something like this. Embarrassment floated through her throat, and she shook her head at the idea. Yet, what choice she did have? Few moments later, Jungkook entered the room. Vine froze, her nerves taking over, unsure how to approach the situation. She glanced at him, her heart pounding. He started removing his coat, completely unaware of the turmoil inside her. She had to ask. She needed to. But how could she? Jungkook wasn't someone you could easily talk to, let alone about something like this. His presence alone made her anxious, and his cold demeanor didn't help. Jungkook sensed something was off. He could see her fading out of the corner of his eyes, clearly troubled by something. He waited for her to speak, but when she didn't, he grew impatient. What is it? He asked, his tone cold and sharp. Stop staring and say whatever you need to say. Vine flinched at his words, feeling her heart shrink even further. She swallowed hard, her throat dry, and stammered, I need to go outside. Jungkook raised an eyebrow, turning to face her fully. Outside? Where exactly do you think you are going? I need to go to the moon, she replied softly, her voice barely audible. He didn't ask for further explanation. His response was swift and unsurprising. No. Her eyes widened in disbelief. No, but I have to go. I need to buy something. Jungkook's patience was wearing thin. You are not going anywhere. If you need something, tell the guards. They will get it for you. No, Vine said, shaking her head. I can't tell them. This piqued his curiosity. He narrowed his eyes at her, his tone turning suspicious. Why not? What is it that you need so badly? Vine breath caught in her throat. She didn't know how to say it, how to explain something so personally. She hesitated, and Jungkook's expression grew even colder, pressing further. Well, frustrated and concerned, Vine blurted out in a quick breath. caught off guard by her sudden outburst. It took him a moment to register what she had just said. His cold demeanor flattered, and for the first time, he seemed unsure of how to respond. Oh, he muttered, clearly taken aback. He rubbed the back of his neck, looking away awkwardly. Oh, okay. Vine stood there, her face flushed with embarrassment, eyes glued to the floor. She felt humiliated standing in front of him like this, but there was no other option. Jungkook cleared his throat, still uncomfortable with the situation. You can go then. She nodded quickly, turning to leave, but before she could reach the door, Jungkook stopped her. Wait, do you even know where the mall is? Vine froze, slowly turning back to face him. She hasn't thought that far ahead. Shippily, she shook her head. Jungkook let out a long sigh, shaking his head. Where are you going then? Picking up his phone and purse, he said, Come, I'll take you. Jungkook and Vine entered the mall together, but as usual, there was a heavy silence between them. She wandered through the aisles, picking out clothes and other essentials. She wasn't sure how to feel about being in this foreign place with him, but she focused on her shopping, doing her best to ignore the awkward. Jungkook stood off the side, his hand in his pocket, scanning his phone while keeping a distant eyes on Vine. He wasn't paying much attention to her or what she was buying. His mind was elsewhere. Just as he glanced up for a brief second, something caught his attention. His eyes narrowed. That man, could it be him? He thought. Without thinking twice, Jungkook started moving toward the exit, his eyes locked onto the figure, disappearing into the crowd. His mind raced and he forgot everything around him, even Vine. He quickly pulled out his phone and dialed Jimin's number. Jimin, I think I saw him, Jungkook said, his voice low but urgent as he manicured through the mall, his eyes darting between the people around him. That man we have been looking for, I am chasing him now. Jimin's voice came through on the other side, tense but composed. Are you sure it's him? Don't lose track. Jungkook pushed through the crowd, his heartbeat quickening. The figure ahead of him was slipping out of the view. He increased his pace, leaving behind the bustling mall and stepping out into the open air. I'll catch up to him. I can't lose him again, Jungkook muttered into the phone, his breath heavy from the chase. But just as he thought he was getting closer, the man disappeared into the maze of the street. Jungkook froze, his frustration boiling over. He slammed his fist against the side of the nearby wall. I lost him. Jimin sighed on the other side of the wall, trying to calm him down. Jungkook relaxed. At least we know he's here. We will track him down. But listen, don't make things worse. Just come back. Vine is with you, right? Jungkook's breath caught in his throat. Vine, his eyes widening in shock as the realization hit him. He had completely forgotten about her. I had left her at the mall. What? Jimin turned sharp. How could you leave her there alone? She is new to everything, Jungkook. You know how dangerous it is. She is an easy target, especially since people know she is with you. Get back to her. Jungkook felt a wave of panic wash over him, his stomach tightening with guilt. He couldn't believe his carelessness. I didn't think. Well, you better start thinking now. Jimin snapped, his voice laced with frustration. Get back to the mall now. Jungkook didn't waste another second. He immediately turned around, sprinting back toward the mall, his heart pounding in his chest. For the first time in a long while, he felt fear, not for himself but for someone else. Meanwhile, inside the mall, Vian had finished her shopping and was waiting at the counter. She glanced around, expecting Jungkook to be nearby to help her pay. But as she scanned the crowd, she realized he was nowhere in sight. Her chest tightened with anxiety. The cashier looked at her, waiting for payment. Ma'am, will you be paying by cash or card? The cashier asked politely. Vine gave her a small, apologetic smile. I am sorry, but could you hold on for a moment? I need to find my husband. The cashier nodded and moved on to the next customer, while Vine stepped away from the counter, looking around the store. But there was no sign of Jungkook. Her panic started to rise as she stepped outside the store into the mall's main area, scanning every direction. But he wasn't there. She checked her pockets. No phone. She did left it in the car. And worse, she didn't have any money on her. Where is he? She thought. The realization hit her hard. She was alone in an unknown country. No phone, no money, no idea where to go. She couldn't even remember the name of the hotel they were staying at. Her hands started trembling as fear crept up her spine. What if something happened to him? Why would he leave me like this? Her breaths came quicker and she tried to steady herself, but her panic only grew. She wandered through the mall, her eyes desperately searching for him, her heart racing with fear and worry. Where are you, Jungkook? She thought, tear welling up in her eyes as the uncertainty of the situation began to overwhelm her. She wandered around the crowded mall searching for him. Suddenly, she heard a faint voice, young and pleading, calling out from somewhere in the distance. She froze, focusing on the sound. Curiosity and concern guiding her step as she followed the voice down a quieter, empty hallway from the bustling mall. As she approached, her eyes widening in the shock, there was a small boy with tear-streaked cheek. His gaze looked onto her with silent hope, and he was surrounded by three large men. The boy's fearful expression tugged at her heart, and without a second thought, she stepped forward. Hey, she called, voice trembling but steady. What are you doing with him? The man turned, their dark expressions settling on her, clearly annoyed by her presence. One of them chuckled, his tone mocking. Run along, miss. This isn't your business. Her heart pounding. Vine knew she was outmatched, but the desperation in the boy's eyes kept her grounded. She muttered her courage, shaking her head. Let him go. The man closest to her narrowed his gaze, his voice low. You are inviting trouble by staying here. Leave if you don't want it. But Vine wasn't about to back down, her voice growing louder. She called for help, hoping someone nearby might hear. But before she could cry out again, she felt a sudden sharp prick at her neck. Her vision blurred, and the world darkened as she fell unconscious. Meanwhile, Jungkook had returned to the store and was scanning the aisles for Vine. When he didn't find her, he went to the cashier, who casually mentioned that she had left to look for her husband. But as the time passed with no sign of her, Jungkook's heart began to race with anxiety. Where did she go? He muttered under his breath, the rising worry mixing with frustration, his hands clenched into the fist, an uneasy sense of responsibility weighing heavily on him. Just then Jimin approached, sensing his friend's unease. Did you find her? Jungkook shook his head, jaw clenched, his mind raced through the consequences if his father found out about Vine's absence, knowing how it would reflect on him. Even though their marriage was a matter of convenience, he couldn't shake the feeling that he had failed to protect her. We will find her, Jimmy reassured, through a hint of tension in his voice, revealed in his own concern. After searching the mall without any luck, Jimin suggested. Let's check security footage. They quickly made their way to the surveillance room and scanned the footage. There they saw Wine leaving the store, visibly worried, looking around for him. As they tracked her path, the cameras captured her heading toward an empty hallway. They watched her vanish into the corner, but no one came out. Wait, Jungkook said, rewinding the footage. They saw a young boy and three men trailing after him down the same hall. The pit in his stomach deepened as he realized Wine was in trouble. She didn't come back out, Jimin observed, worry in his voice. Realizing there was a second hidden exit nearby, their suspicions were confirmed. Wine had been taken. Jungkook's fury shimmered beneath the surface, a fierce protectiveness rising within him. I'll find her, he vowed, a hard edge to his tone. He quickly called his man, issuing order to locate her. Jimin tried to reassure him. It's probably just some local thugs. We will have her back soon. But Jungkook wasn't listening, his mind racing with a mixture of anger, anxiety, and something he couldn't quite name. Though he didn't understand why, his need to find her consumed him. Meanwhile, Vian's eyes fluttered open as cold water splashed over her face. Disoriented and weak, she looked around and found herself tied to a chair in a dimly lit room. Her heart hammered as she noticed two men standing guard beside her, while another sharply dressed man sat across from her, a cruel smile playing on his lips. Awake already? He taunted, leaning forward. His gaze was unsettling, and Vian's pulse quickened as fear seized her. Where am I? She stammered, forcing herself to meet his eyes, despite the dread cooling inside her. The man chuckled. You are somewhere no one will find you. He replied casually. He looked her over, his gaze lingering, and continued. You know, you are quite striking. I almost feel lucky to have you here. She glared at him, her hands clenching against the rope. Let me go. I don't know why I am here, but you are making a mistake. He laughed softly, clearly entertained by her defeat. Oh, sweetheart, you are not in any position to make demands. But don't worry, I don't intend to harm you. Not right away. He reached forward, trailing a finger along her cheek. Revolted, Vine jerked her face away, which only amused him further. He leaned in close, whispering, Why so tense? I am not going to hurt you yet. Summoning every ounce of courage, Vine managed to retort, Touch me again and you will regret it. This defamed only seemed to amuse him more, his smile turning into a sneer. But as he continued taunting her, she seized an opportunity and bit his hand, making him pull back, startled, his face contorted with anger, and he retaliated, striking across the field. The sting of the slap brought tears to her eyes, but she refused to let him see her weaknesses trickled from her lip, but she held his gaze, her glare unwavering. For a brief moment, she closed her eyes, silently praying for an escape, for someone to come and save her. The man leaned in once more, sneering. You think you are brave, don't you? Let's see how long that lasts. Just as he moved closer, they heard the unmistakable sound of footsteps approaching the door. The man straightened, his expression hardening as he signaled his guard. Outside the dim-lighted warehouse, Jungkook's expression was thunderous as he observed the building through narrowed eyes. He signaled his man to take position, the shadows of his guards moving with stealth. The silence of the night was broken by a sudden that rang out in the air, igniting chows. Inside, the man who had slapped Vian turned his head sharply toward the door, his expression shifting from snug satisfaction to tense alertness. Go check that out, he barked at one of his guards, who nodded and hurried out of the room. disoriented but grasping that someone had gone away, tensed up. Just as the guard was about to reach for the door, it swung open with powerful kick, knocking him backward. Jungkook entered the room, his gaze icy cold and lethal, with Jimin following closely behind. The sight of them filled Wine with a mix of relief and overwhelming fear as the danger around her intensified. The man guarding Wine immediately drew there, aiming at Jungkook and Jimin. Wine clamped her eyes shut, trembling, her hand bound tightly, her head bowed. She barely dared to breathe, the loud crack of filling her ear, mingling with the sound of bodies hitting the floor. Jungkook, go get her, Jimin shouted amidst the chaos. Jungkook noted his focus unshaken as he moved swiftly to her side, reaching down to untie the ropes. He could feel her trembling as he freed her wrist and gently touched her shoulder. No, please, I didn't do anything, she sobbed, pressing her hand over her ears, shutting out the terrifying reality around her. While the familiar voice burst through the chaos, strong and reassuring, she froze, his voice a lifetime in her storm of fear. Jungkook's hand gently but firmly moved to her shoulders. Look at me, he said softly, his voice a mix of warmth and desperation. Wine, it's me, you are safe now. At his voice, Wine looked up, her tear-stained eyes widening with recognition. Instantly, she flung her arms around him, her face buried in his chest as she broke down, her voice racked with sobs as she whispered, why did you leave me? They slapped me, Jungkook, they hurt me. Jungkook's jaw tightened, his arms wrapping around her even more securely as she clung to him. His heart twisted painfully, fury building in his chest. They touched her, they dared to hurt her. He would make them regret every second of it. I am here now, no one will ever hurt you again. He gently pulled back, brushing her hairs away from her tear-streaked face, and in that moment, all he wanted was to erase every trace of her suffering. Wine's eyes widened suddenly. The little boy. Jungkook, did you find him? Her voice was trembling. Confusion flickered in his eyes as he shook his head. What boy, Wine? She gasped, breaking free of his arms as panic set in. I have to find him. She bolted from the room. Jungkook right behind her, as he covered her, eliminating any enemy who dared to block her path. Wine, wait, he called out, his voice sharp with worry as they maneuvered through the maze of hallways. But she was frantic, her gaze darting around until she heard a faint cry. Wine rushed down the narrow hallway, her heart racing as she searched for the little boy, guided only by faint cries echoing from somewhere ahead. Her eyes darted around, hoping to see him, but the corridor remained empty until she rounded a corner and heard a low, trembling voice. Because of you, man's angry voice growled. My brother is gone. All of this is because of you. As she approached, Wine froze. In dim light room, she saw the little boy trapped and frightened, a guard hands gripping his arm tightly. Another man, the one who had been speaking at the child. No, Wine cried, stepping into the room. Her sudden shout caught the man's attention and he turned to her, eyes narrowing. Who are you? He demanded. Just then Jungkook entered, eyes blazing as he pulled Wine protectively behind him. He locked his gaze on the man. Let him go, he said, his voice ice cold. Behind him, Wine's eyes remained on the boy, her heart sinking as she watched him struggle. She could hear him mumbling, let me go please, over and over. His small voice filled with fear. The guard placed a hand over the boy's mouth, muffling his cries. But the boy, determined and unfeared, bit down on the guard's hand. The guards yelp in pain, momentarily losing his grip, giving the boy just enough time to break free and run toward Ryan. Suddenly, a rang out. The man, aiming to stop the boy, pulled the trigger just as Ryan threw herself in front of him, shielding him with her own body. She gasped, feeling the impact of the but managed to stay standing, clutching the Jungkook's reaction was immediate. With a furious precise, he fired at the man, his gaze dark and unveiling as the man fell to the ground. Jungkook quickly turned his attention to Vine, his face filled with a mix of fear and fury as he noticed the red staining her side. Vine, he murmured, rushing to her side, his hands gently supporting her as she began to weaken. She looked up at him, her face pale, her breath shallow, but she managed a faint, reassuring smile. The boy, he's safe, she whispered, holding onto Jungkook's arm for balance. The little boy clung to her hand, his eyes wide with fear and gratitude, tears streaming down his face. Spoiler, Jungkook sat motionless in the waiting room, his hand clenched tightly as he waited, desperation burning at him. Just then the doctor approached, his face somber. "I'm really sorry, Mr. Jeon," the doctor began softly, "but we couldn't save her." The words hit Jungkook like a blow, the words around him seeming to shattered. His eyes went wide, unbelieving, before fury clouded his gaze. He surged forward, grabbing the doctor by the collar, his voice a mix of rage and pain. "How could you even say that?" he hissed, his voice shaking. "Do you even know what you are saying?" The doctor looked away, visibly shaken, but Jungkook's grip only tightened as he whispered, almost to himself, "She can't be gone. She can't." What do you think will happen next? When should I post next part? Wednesday or Thursday? Do tell me in the comment section so that I can post the next part. Like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.